All right, welcome back, everyone. We are live at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are watching the 2019 ACS Nationals, sponsored by Acme and Omega, the alpha of billiards. We have the women's advanced 8-ball singles B-side final here. So these ladies have won themselves a trophy. Top three get trophies in this. And now they're trying to book themselves a spot in the final. This is a really good shot from Barbara, but she got super unlucky. So she may try to find a safety here. Or she can take her chances at trying to maybe nudge that 3 out later on. And this is a strong shot. I've been very impressed with the way Barbara's played so far. She had a really good match against Jessica just now. Came up a little bit short, but she should not hang her head. She played a fantastic match. Looks like our YouTube just dropped again. So Billy is in a little bit of trouble here. Hampered shooting over this 3. The good thing is, sort of a free shot. There's no way to sell out. The problem here is that there is a way that Barbara could kick at this 3 and sort of get it into the open and still leave Billy really long, possibly frozen on the rail. Grant went to eat. That is correct, James. Welcome everyone tuning in. If you could all click that share button on the bottom left of your screen, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys could go to our YouTube channel, which I know not all of you have that view, a lot of you view on Facebook. But if you could go to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button, that would also do us a big favor. So it looks like Barbara has gained the advantage now with almost exactly what I was thinking, nudging that 3 into the open and leaving a long shot for Billy. So let's see if she can draw into this and break out that 8. She needs to go into the rail into the 13 to break out the 8. Didn't quite get the required juice. It's a tricky little shot from that distance. So it looks like the connection issues have ironed themselves out, hopefully, knock on wood. Barbara can attempt to play this 8 off this bottom rail, off the bottom side of the 13, and send it towards that bottom right corner, but I don't know if it goes. But it should get close. Yeah, close indeed, and I think it's covered the pocket where the 11 ball needs to go. So that is a positive. Good to hear, Pete. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate that. I know it got a little choppy there for a minute, but it's much better now. I am following along on YouTube and Facebook with you guys, following the chat. It is Ben Francis on the mic for any of our new viewers out there that don't know the difference between my voice and Grant's voice yet. And Grant just went to get some dinner. He'll be back in an hour or so. Be ready and fresh for the next match. We'll see if Billy can get the right angle on this 13 to float underneath the 11, which this is absolutely perfect. Some top spin required here to get underneath the here. It's a bit so we will draw for that tonight at the end of the last match, which may be early tonight, guys. Hopefully the stream's better now, you guys. Yeah, sorry about this connect issue, guys. A little bit laggy. Hopefully it'll iron itself out. If not, I will try to make some repairs on it, see what we can. Alan Jessica won her match 7-5 against Barbara. So Jessica is waiting for the winner of this match. It's not Grant here, Tony, it's Ben. Hopefully this stream will work itself out. Unfortunately, we're on the Wi-Fi here, so we're not at our usual upload speed. So I believe at the end of this match, I will try changing some settings. And hopefully that'll work. We are running on 1080p right now. I might have to drop it down to 720 and see if that'll work on this connection. Yeah, sorry guys. Hopefully it's better now. I don't want to shut minutes, and if it keeps doing what it's doing, then I'll shut it down quick and restart it. Just the connection speed in here is not great on this Wi-Fi. It's been good earlier today and line. But unfortunately, that was not an option at this event, so we are relying on the Wi-Fi. Barbara has landed funny on this last ball. She might have to try to play this maybe off the 2 ball in the bottom left might be the only really option here. The only really good option. At first glance, I thought maybe it'll go off the 6 in the bottom right, but not to be. She's going to call safe, maybe draw behind the 8 ball here. I see what she tried there to just tie up the 5-6. Not a bad effort. And James, we do have a booster, so I may try hooking that up at some point as well. We haven't had to use it yet, but I will try changing the settings. Gary, that sort of is in the mix. We will possibly have that in future events where we can't hardwire in. We'll have our own router, use our own Wi-Fi, not have to worry about it too much. That's a good effort from Billy. Just hit that 6 a little thin. She just wanted to catch about half of that 6. And try to leave the cue ball behind the 5 or the 6. Tony put a Kamui medium hard. What do I think for backspin? I think it's a little harder to get backspin with a hard tip, but I believe it's easier to control the amount of backspin. Just rattled that 8, but left it very tough for Billy here. I'll have to look into that, John. Thanks for the info. Well, I think we'll see Barbara make the 8 this time if she can see by the 6, which it looks like she can. So I'll give it another minute or so here, guys, because it has worked itself out in the past, this Wi-Fi. And I don't want to cut the video quality if I don't have to. It's cutting out again, so I'll just restart it quick, guys. We'll be right back. Like that helped at all, so after this match is over, I will try setting up that signal booster and see if that helps, guys. In case you guys didn't hear, during the last stream when Grant was on, we have the CSL viewer advantage for a JB case will be drawn tonight. That's $20 US per advantage pack. Gets you an entry into a giveaway for a JB case, a 4x8, a sweet one. What's a 3x6 correction? It is a 3x6 case, which is the one that I just got, and I'm loving it. Mike, this tournament is going on for 7 days total. We're into the 4th day. And this tournament will end on Saturday evening. Chris, we did do the CSL viewer advantage number 4, which was the winner's choice. Last night we drew for it. It was won by David Wilson. There he is, our link master. The guy always has the link to the brackets. Gary, you need a 4x8 then, sir. 4x8. So Billy right back to work here, but she's got a tricky next shot. I believe that 3 ball will go, but she's going to be jacked up over the 1, which makes it a little bit tougher. Awesome, Gary. There you go. The greatest thing about the JB case is it lasts forever. They have a lifetime warranty. It will be the last case you ever buy. Should stream the ball game and the Grand Canyon, says James. Well, James, we're not 100% sure if there you go, Gary. Good idea. That way you never forget your glasses. Looks like we got an Alberta player, Jenmin Luke, playing on table 3. It's Hill. He's trying to get to the final of the second chance tournament to play the gentleman that beat me, Mr. Roger Sen. Oh, Gary. I know all about it. There's a great player from Calgary, one of the guys that's taught me a lot along the way, Mr. Billy Thompson. He wears 2 pairs of glasses sometimes, one on his head, one on his eyes, or he's got an extra one on his pool case. Against Roger, Teresa, I lost 7-2 or 3. I don't know. It happened fast. He's a great player. Actually, when we went to Texas to stream the ACS State Championship, Roger played in the final and won 6-0 against his opponent. Played some really awesome pools, a lot of fun to watch. And now he's in the final of the second chance at the Nationals. We'll see if he can pull that off as well. He'll have his work cut out for him, though. He's playing the winner of Jared and Jenman. Barbara may get back to this table because Billy is in a weird spot here. I'm not sure if she has enough to see this 3-ball in. Not enough sleep. You got that right, Gary. But I didn't really play bad. Roger just played great. I don't feel bad about losing to him. I had lots of chances, but I got lucky to get through the match before it, so I was playing on house money. We are still streaming VNEA. That is correct, Larry. We will be there. That event starts on the 23rd with the Scotch Doubles Tournament. And I will actually be taking the instructor's course on that day. I'll learn how to teach a little better, get certified as well. Good opportunity for me. I didn't play bad in the match before, Teresa, but I missed a few key balls in that one too to make that match a lot closer than it needed to be. Well, my opponent missed a couple balls as well. And sort of went back and forth. We ran out some. And then the one time I made a ball on the break and had a good look was Hill. Yeah, it's definitely easier to accept it, Gary. You're right about that. If they play well, you can't hang your head. Let me tell you, there were a lot of really good players in the singles tournament in my bracket. So Billy's attempting to kick off this side rail right around the middle diamond. Try to make that 7 in the top left. Right around the middle diamond is where she hit. And that's a very good effort. Barbara, I think, will have to open with this 9-ball to get shape on the 13 to possibly play the 13 off the 12 or the 14 to break it out. The other option is she might be able to find a safe first shot here, which is what she's doing. She'll just roll into this 12-14. Leave the cue ball behind the 10. Behind the 13. And she has left this bottom rail on the bottom end of our screen. And this one will be relatively close to middle diamond as well. I think just to the right of middle diamond on this bottom rail. It's a little shiny down here, so you can't see where that diamond is, but you guys know where it is. Try to kick off that rail and make the 7 in the top left. That is correct, Matthew. That other guy will be streaming VNEA as well this year. We will both be there. What up, Tim Reinhardt? Thanks for tuning in. So here we go, Billy with a second chance at this kick shot. This has got a real chance, folks. What a great shot by Billy. One of the nicer shots we've seen of the day there. Very impressive. And Barbara says the same thing I said. What a great shot that was. So if you guys didn't hear already, CSL viewer advantage for a JB case. This is a one-day draw. Will be drawn tonight. That's $20 US per pack. US viewers can message us for more info on how to send payment. And Canadian viewers can use qsportslive@gmail.com. Believe it will do the conversion for you, or you can use Google conversions to find out how much $20 US convert. Issues in the room here. Hopefully you guys will hang around with me until the end of this match where I can try to make adjustments. And Mikey and Candice, pipe stem. There are no replays for this event, and that is also due to the connection issue. And thank you, Gary, for letting me know. I can see on the computer screen here when it will. So Billy was trying to nudge that 10 out of the way of the 4. Was a really good effort. She had a really good idea there. Just didn't quite execute it the way she would have preferred. That 10 ball does still block the 4, and the 9 blocks the 4 going in the bottom right. So I'm not really sure what you do with this 4 ball. But if I'm her and I'm not sure what I'm planning on doing with the 4, then I'm not going to move the 7 until I have a good plan for the 4. Because the 7 is kind of saving you as a insurance ball, as we call it in pool. Very good, Gary. Very good. You can always let us know about that, too. Terry Sherry watching in Toronto. Thank you for tuning in, as always. If all you people out there with your sound on could click that share button for me on the bottom left, that would be greatly appreciated. And all of you Facebook viewers that haven't gone to our YouTube channel and clicked the subscribe button yet, we would greatly appreciate that as well. There you go, Jerry. Kyan's got the right idea. Being knocked out of not only the main event, but the second chance events. 9-ball teams doesn't start until. So hopefully this connection will hold up through the end of this match, in which case I will see what I can do to boost this signal a bit. Appreciate that, Mr. Pittman. You know what makes our job a lot easier is fans like you, sir. Definitely make our job easy when we have the best fans in the world. Thank you for sharing, Gordon. Awesome, Ryan. Eating pizza pops and drinking rum. Living the dream, sir. Living the dream. So is she playing this ball in off, or is she playing safe here? I didn't see what she called. She called safe. I don't mind that, but I think the 4 will pass in this bottom right. So she's giving this one the full attention, which it definitely deserves at a big point in this match at 2-2. Sorry, guys, just chatting with Mr. Russ Whittle there. He's going to be my teammate for tomorrow. In the 9-ball, we're going to play a little 3-man 9-ball with Dennis Porth Jr., Medicine Hat boy. So 2 of Calgary's finest and a Medicine Hat finest. We'll see if Alberta can bring home a title yet this week. So Billy's still looking at this 4, and the problem here is that I believe the cue ball is going into the 12 when you cut this 4 in. So you have to be really careful what's happening with the cue ball here. Tim, I won 2 matches today. Made the money in the second chance. I got no complaints. Got away with absolute murder in the last match that I won. Didn't make a ball on the break until Hill. I don't know how it got to Hill without making a ball on the break, but we both missed some chances, and it ended up Hill. I made a ball on the break and somehow got out in a very interesting fashion. But made it work. Kicked in the last ball. And then I went to my semifinal match of the second chance and did not play great. Used up all my luck in the previous one. Lost 7-2 to a really good player named Roger Sen. So I believe we'll have Roger and Jared will play the final, the second chance, coming up shortly, but I'm not sure if that will be on the stream table or not. I appreciate that, Ryan. Really do. Those little comments go a long way and make it all worthwhile, bud. And if you didn't catch that, Tim Reinhardt, I'm playing with Russ Whittle and Dennis Porth Jr. in the 9-ball tomorrow. And in the 8-ball teams, I'll be playing with Ted Harms and Grant Zemp and their team. Yeah, absolutely, Jerry. There's a lot of really good players down here. This is not your weekly $10 entry tournament. And with there being 3 different divisions, standard, open, and advanced, the advanced is the cream of the crop. 30 of some of the best players in the country, really. As far as mostly the amateur side goes, they are the best of the best. Great shot from Barbara there. So if you guys didn't hear already, CSL viewer advantage will be drawn tonight for a handcrafted JB custom Q case. It's $20 per advantage pack, US dollars. US viewers can message the page for more info on how to send that in. And our Canadian viewers can use email transfer, qsportslive@gmail.com. And it couldn't be more true that this is the last case you'll ever need to buy. Or possibly just win. What could be better than winning a case? That would be the end all of cases for you. And Gary, that will happen where YouTube will be quite a bit behind Facebook. The case is customizable, but if you win it, there will be an extra cost for the customization, Jerry. But if you win it, then you can get in contact with us and we can work out some sort of deal to get the... So I'll see what we can do about at the conclusion of this match. It is running slightly better now. Connection for us here. And I do apologize for that, guys. It will cut in and out periodically, hopefully not too much. It did run pretty good for about 15 solid minutes there. I appreciate all the feedback, guys. Pete, thank you. Gary, Wayne, Michelle, Jim, appreciate that, guys. Definitely keep letting me know if you guys aren't happy with what you're seeing.
All right, guys, we are back. I'm back from lunch. Gonna send Ben out to check the weather. Appreciate everybody sticking in through the internet, having its hiccups. And I'm not quite sure, is the score correct? Score is correct. Billy Smith Goldman taking on Barbara Hamilton. Barbara leads 3-2 in a race to 7. Issue on the table is going to be that 12 ball. Needs this to slow up, doesn't want to get straight. Very well done. She can now draw on that 15, down underneath the 12 ball where the 2 ball is. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out, hit that share button. Let's get some viewers back up. We are here for the ACS National Championships out of the Tropicana Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, she's going to try this 12 ball by the 2. Goes rail first. Very well done. 2 choices here. And look teams and everything all put together, which is what is interrupting our service. So I do apologize, guys, for everything cutting out. We are attempting to run this on a wireless connection, and that is a shared connection between us and the guys running the tournament. They are running CompuSport on there. So when they do the updates, they take over on the bandwidth and kick us to the curb. And Barbara gets another game, up 4-2 now. And I don't know whether or the last ad that was run, but we'll put up the CSL viewer advantage. It is for a JB case, $20 per pack. If you want in it to win it and you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com is the address. If you're outside Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll respond with how you can get in to win. That draw will happen tonight with the final broadcast of the evening. Somebody is going to be happy. It is a 3x6. And of course, with JB cases and the quality you get with them, you do get the lifetime warranty with it. So Barbara back at the table for the break. It looks like her opponent may have gone for a quick washroom break. Smart thing to do at a score of 4-2. So we'll throw up one of our other ads here. And yes, it is 20 US. And again, that internet is just not being kind to us. Having a rough time keeping its connection going. Players are now back at the table. And Billy Smith now at the table. This is my first look at Billy. I've certainly seen Barbara at the table before on the stream. Just responding to a couple of messages. That is why we have a little bit of radio silence. I'll get through these as quick as what I can. And we do appreciate everybody kind of sticking in with us through our internet issues. It is certainly not being kind to us today. It was, yeah, I'm gonna blame Richard. Richard's standing next to me. He's the man with the plan when it comes to the T3 jump break cue. And since he is standing in earshot, he's who I'm blaming for our internet connection. And why not? He's got big shoulders, he can handle that. Facebook groups that you might be members of. And of course so you're only getting maybe every other sentence or so with how often this internet is acting up on us. Absolutely. And I do apologize if my voice keeps cutting in and out along with the internet. I will do my best to still keep you entertained, though. And we have Barbara at the table. It is true. Indeed. So you know what I think I might do here, guys? Now that the internet is kind of back up here and giving me 5 seconds, I might do a quick shutdown restart and see if that helps. So if you haven't done so yet, click on the like button on the Q Sports Live Facebook page. That way, when I do come back, you'll be able to join in again. So I'll try to do that, see if that will help correct the situation. But I don't want you to miss any of the action, so I'll wait until the next rack. So I won't be long. It'll take me 4.5 seconds to shut down. Oh, you tried that with Ben. Okay. Well, that answers that question then. I appreciate the feedback, Deborah. So it must be they are working on the draw sheets on CompuSport for the team event. So an attempted safety from Barbara there. I do believe Billy has the 2 ball. Not sure if she has the 6 though. Wow, here's a shot. She's going to try to back cut this 2 ball. That'll send her directly into that 6 ball. We do have a Wi-Fi booster. We're going to try that. That'll be the next thing to see if we can get this internet acting right. Oh, beautiful shot. Nice little bump off the 9 to clear it out of the way. Puts her on the 6 ball into the top left-hand corner, straight up the table. 8 ball to the top right. A little bit of a bump on the 12 ball. That will also work. Same result. 8 ball top right-hand corner. And Billy can claw one back, making it a 1-game deficit. Just like that. Well done. And give a shout out to Jam Up Apparel. They are clothing supplier for Q Sports Live. They also sponsor Mr. John Mora, as does Q Sports Live. A couple of shirts featured on this right-hand side. You'll be able to find those on the Jam Up Apparel website under the CSL tab. The top one, however, is a limited edition shirt. $55 USD on the limited edition shirt. And internet cut out again, but it seems like we are back again. So it is Billy at the table with the break. Does make a ball on the break. So she does have the 11 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. I can't quite tell if she can get to the, excuse me, the 14 ball. She takes this 11 ball. Nice pocket weight shot, roll up a little bit up table. 14 ball into the top left-hand corner. These are playing particularly fast for Valley tables. These tables, there's 8 of them in the broadcast pit. And they were all just refelted the day before the event. So they are playing really, really slick. Got herself a little bit off angle here. She's looking now at perhaps a triple combo. 1 to the 3 to the 2 into the side pocket. Oh, she did not miss that by much. Really nice attempt. However, with that miss, that will bring Barbara to the table. She is shooting the high ball. She can take this 14 off the 11 into this top right-hand corner. That just about breaks out all the trouble in one shot. Instead, she's going to elect for the 15 ball. Gets the rub off the top. Very nice. Yeah, really nice attempt there, Pete. 13 ball, bottom right-hand corner, follow through off the end rail with some right-hand spin. She'll put herself on the 10 ball. She will then have that 14 off the 11. And it is that particular shot, the 14 off the 11, where the tangent line and understanding what the tangent line is does come into play. Can also imagine the ghost ball. Oh, she went for the breakout instead. And does she get rewarded for the 12-11 combination? 12-11 combination into the top right-hand corner. Follow through, punch the 14 out, retain. she put herself in jail behind that 3-2. So she may have to shoot the 2 rail to get back for that 14 ball off the bottom end rail, left-hand side rail. Connect with the 14, putting it into the top right-hand corner. And if she can manage that, she'll have to take what the table gives her with the shape for the 10 ball. Instead, chips off the left side of the 1 ball, sends the ball down the dark tunnel into the ball return. With that, that will bring Billy to the table, ball in hand, with an attempt to bring this to a tie ball game. The 1 ball goes, the 4 ball goes, 6, 2, and 3 all go. This is simply a matter of controlling the rock. Play out your patterns. Should lead you to victory. David, how are you? For yourself and anybody tuning in at this point, we are having internet connection issues. You'll find your feed freezes up, but it does come back within a quick amount of time. And I would imagine as soon as they're done doing the updates on CompuSport, those internet issues will go away. I would love that if that was now. However, I don't have that kind of power or control. We're always doing well here, David. Nope. What? Oh, of course. That will definitely be. We may have found the problem. That is a really, really good job, Ben Francis. We may have just solved our internet issues. Ben Francis being the genius type of fella that he is.
Can only hope. In which case, maybe we can switch it back to 1080 after this, too.
Absolutely.
So it looks like I missed 2 games while I was gone. These girls are grinding this. They're both trying to get to the final. Winner will play Jessica Frederez. And no, David, I went to look for the booster and noticed that our Wi-Fi stick was sort of half plugged in. Looked like it got bumped at some point. It could be a factor. We'll see if the connection holds up now.
Well, I would hesitate to say, given what I have been seeing, that if it was the actual internet and not that stick, we'd have seen it cut out because it was nonstop.
It was really bad for a while, yeah.
Yeah. It was a little bit rough.
But yeah, sort of funny that, well, we have everything covered by a nice tablecloth at this event. All our wires and everything's covered up, so it wouldn't have been something that I would have looked at right away. But
Yeah.
in the future, live and learn, figured it out.
Yeah, right? I'm going to have to put that one in the memory bank for later.
That is one for the memory bank.
That was a very good observation, sir.
I'm not just a pretty face, says Jim. I've been told I have a face for radio, so
You do have a face for radio.
it may not be a pretty face, but
I have the same type of face you have. We got great faces for radio.
David, I don't blame you one bit, sir. I personally do not enjoy watching streams like that either.
No, they are really, really difficult. So we absolutely appreciate everybody sticking in with us. This is why we have the best fans out there.
I was just going to say, you guys are awesome. Still 100 people were trying to
Tuned in for that nonsense.
refresh it all the time, and that's painful. I've watched streams like that because I had to watch. I had to know what happened, so I just kept closing it, opening it, closing it, opening it. Even though the connection sucked, I had to watch. Corey, that's correct. This is the semifinals. Semifinals of the ladies advance. The winner will play Jessica Frideres, have to beat her twice. Yeah, I guess if a restart fails, always check the wiring plugs, etc., says James.
Well, that would be the smart techno thing to do.
Unfortunately,
We are just the pretty faces behind the mic.
we legitimately are just the nice voices behind the mic.
Yes.
Our technician had some health problems, so he's at home. But usually it would be Ryan Epp which would figure out these issues, but Grant and I got it figured out. The CSL viewer advantage for a JB case will be drawn tonight, guys, at the conclusion of the last match.
It's an amazing looking case. The pictures really don't even do it that much justice.
So someone had a question earlier, are the colors optional?
Yes.
And that was what I answered, was the colors are optional.
You can certainly change the colors out if you would like. Any of the 3x6 cases that are sold by JB Cases, he's more than willing to do that for you.
And yes, Terry, not an easy task trying to beat Jessica twice with the way she's been
Right?
playing. She's looking at taking home both national titles this year in the advanced women's division.
You
She
bet.
already won the 9-ball.
Ryan is not connected via the bat phone.
But you know what?
He is actually back home. He's out of the hospital, but not out of the woods yet. He is still taking his medication and trying to get himself back to a quote unquote normal sense of well-being. But we do wish him the best. And when it became an issue here, both Ben and I said, look, go home, get yourself correct the issue, get yourself health-wise back into it, because there's just no sense suffering through this. Ben and I got you. That's why we're a team. There may be times in the future where Ben and I need to have that reciprocated. So we wish him the best. We want him to do the best. And in our opinion, that is to stay home and get healthy. We got this.
And as much as I would have loved to have him on the bat phone, I kind of pride myself on being a problem solver. I think that comes from being a pool player.
Absolutely.
But I don't like not being able to figure it out myself.
Yes. Yes. San Diego in the house. What's going on, Danny? Welcome to Q Sports Live.
We got a good battle going on here. 4-4, race to 7 to try to book a seat in the final.
Indeed. And you know, the good thing about what you just figured out is any time that thing starts to flicker, it'll be the first thing I check.
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of what we do here is trial and error.
Trial and error for sure.
But we've done most of the trial and most of the error.
Yes.
There's only a handful of things we might be able to learn that we don't already know.
I'll agree with that. My errors more come in the way of fumbling my words or Freudian slips, those kinds of things. What's happening, Todd? And you are correct, David. There really is not a normal when you're dealing with diabetes. That's why I said he has to get back to some sense of normal, because that will never go away. I am very familiar with diabetes, as my dad is diabetic. I am pre-diabetic, on the lower side, though.
Well, you know what'll help you this week?
The number of hours we're putting in?
Not having a triple every morning.
Yes. I'm sure that will help in some sense,
If you guys,
but not so much in others.
If you guys don't know what a triple is, it's Tim Hortons coffee, 3 sugar, 3 cream.
That's the way you drink your coffee. Been drinking it that way since I was 18 years old.
Some people like a double-double, which is also another Canadian term.
It is a double-double Canadian term, you bet. It is a Tim Hortons Canadian term.
So we were joking about that earlier with Leandria, and she said, what do you guys call the stick on the floor, the moose head on it? She was trying to get me to say the Canadian term for the rest.
Oh.
Because they call it a bridge.
Right.
And then there was a term for what we call the horn. And
yes.
I told her there's all these terms that are not only Canadian but broadcasting terms.
Yes, absolutely.
Where we won't always...
Pete, we'll catch you later, brother. Thanks for tuning in again. Adelaide, Australia. Checking out.
Thanks as always, Pete. Three fingers rum and 3 fingers mix. There you go, Ryan. That's probably what he's drinking right now.
I would say.
I think he said he was drinking rum and eating pizza pops or something.
Who?
I think it was Ryan.
Which Ryan?
It was someone earlier. Pittman.
What was he drinking and eating?
He was drinking rum and eating pizza pops.
Wow. I'm in for some of that. On both counts. I'll have some rum and a couple of pizza pops.
and watching
Nothing
pool.
wrong with a little bit of pizza pop,
Who doesn't like pizza
right?
pops?
It's a staple. It really is. It's got all the nutrition in it, right? You got your meat, you got your veggies, you got your bread.
Your bread, yeah. If it is bread.
Well,
And
it
if it is
resembles
meat and
bread.
veggies. But
It resembles those things, so we'll call it that.
so I think we'll see another little maybe safety exchange in this rack,
I think so.
considering where this 2-ball and the 14 ball is on the bottom right. I don't know how many more balls Barbara will make here. Oh, she is playing shape for the bank. I like it.
I'm not sure what I would say a traditional Canadian meal is not made in the States. I'll say,
Poutine.
well, you can get poutine here,
Not
but what we
many
call
places.
bacon is not what y'all call bacon.
Canadian back bacon is different than American bacon.
Yes.
And if you don't know what back bacon is, it's really just the slice of ham.
Get yourself a Canadian friend. That's what you need to do. The biggest difference I find in food from Canada to the States is steak. Y'all do not know what good steak is.
The beef in general, like you
Yeah.
had a hamburger
Yeah, and it was
from McDonald's where you'd think it would be the same all around the world.
Yeah,
No,
it ain't. I'm
No.
telling you.
ain't is a U.S. saying
Yes,
too.
so
Very
is
good.
y'all. I'm trying to be inclusive then.
The longer we stay down here, the more you pick up that accent too. I caught myself doing it last year.
Yes.
I was using y'all quite often.
right? I think I credit that more to the fact that when I was young and impressionable, we would travel a lot in the States. And I had a lot of friends down in the States, and they'd always say y'all.
Y'all.
And now it's just part of my vocab is to say y'all.
As far as U.S. vocabulary goes, I like y'all. I think it's a good one.
I do too.
You all, it's a nice one, right?
It's inclusive.
It's very inclusive.
And I like
yeah.
that. How y'all doing, right? Have we ever heard of a total recall shot? Oh.
I feel like there's a joke coming with this.
Now, I don't know if that's a joke or something that's a real deal, but I don't know if I'd want to try a total recall shot.
Oh, and see, at first glance, I thought he was talking about a pool shot. Like a shot on the pool table, but it's like a whiskey
like
shot.
A whiskey shot, like a shooter
a liquor shot. Yeah, like a shooter shot. Yeah.
Crown and Dr. Pepper, sign me up. See, Wayne knows where it's at.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like Canadian bacon.
When you go out for a steak in Canada, you actually get to taste it. And it tastes good.
Well, and so even the chicken in the States tastes different.
Yes.
And I'm sure somebody can correct me. I'm not sure which one is which, but one is corn-fed and one is grain-fed.
Canada is grain-fed. USA is corn-fed.
Corn-fed, okay. And that's why the chicken tastes different.
That's right. Yeah.
Also, I've had some amazing hamburgers and steak in Vegas, but it wasn't U.S.
No, you have to go to where they import the proper steak.
It was Ragu, I believe, which is Japanese.
Oh, very nice.
And it's similar to Colby beef.
Yes.
Where they actually massage the cattle.
Ben,
they are spoiled
that is going
cattle.
Down a road that we should not go down. That is the wrong tangent to do to the guy sitting next to you when I'm sleep deprived 3.5 days in.
Well, I'm thinking about steak and I'm hungry, so you started it.
No, you start. No, it was who started that? Who asked that question about David Rathbun or Rath? I still don't get your Rathbun.
Rathbun.
He started it.
Oh, and David, we did try. I shouldn't say we. Ryan and I tried the Texas barbecue, and it was amazing. But
Yeah.
Texas is very similar to Alberta beef.
That's right. That's right. And I would love to try me some Texas barbecue.
We had like brisket and ribs and baked beans and all kinds of stuff. It was delicious.
Sitting there watching with your 2-year-old. And what is your son? Well, I guess I don't know
Or
whether
daughter.
son or daughter. What is the name of your child, Brandon?
And yes, Robin, we know corn is a grain, but that is slightly different.
Yes. Only $300 a pound. Wow.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant once here. It was Paul Beatty's birthday, and Greg said he was going to buy dinner. And so we went to this Japanese restaurant, and it was something like $42 an ounce, Grant. If you wanted if you wanted a 4-ounce steak, it was $42 an ounce for this steak.
For meat.
So if you wanted a 4-ounce steak, which is like the tiniest steak you'll ever eat in your life,
That's
it was $160. Yeah, $170
for meat.
So, needless to say, we didn't eat there. We went to some British pub.
I would have absolutely held Greg Cairns to the fact he said he was buying.
Yeah, which Paul definitely could have.
Of course.
I think I looked at some cheaper stuff on the menu, and like a chicken breast was like $60. Then it came with like rice and vegetables.
Wow.
So there's some expensive places to eat in Vegas, needless to say. Oh no, Billy got the worst rub possible on that 8-ball. She'll have to bank this in the bottom left at break speed is the only way this ball goes.
Rona O'Toole. Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse in Paris. Wow.
That's the crazy thing, right?
I could eat me a little bit of Gordon Ramsay in Paris.
It's not even like Larry and Michelle ate it last year. They said it wasn't even worth the price because it wasn't as good as a steak you could buy at Walmart in Alberta, right?
So apparently, Ben, I sit corrected.
Oh, it was a pool shot.
It was a pool shot.
Very good.
I thought it was a shot.
And Milo used the U.S. term for the horn.
Yes.
Which is not a broadcasting word that is often used, so we won't use it either.
Yes. Hey, David, you got to come on down to Vegas. This is summer camp for adults. That's what Vegas is.
Sure is. Summer camp for adult pool players.
Oh, I see. The Paris beside Bally's.
Yeah, it is the.
I thought you was talking like Paris, like.
Oh, see, I caught
Bonjour.
it. I caught it.
I did not. I totally didn't. Went right over my head.
But there is a Gordon Ramsay's, and there's a burger place in Planet Hollywood that we may go to because the burgers are worth the price.
Absolutely. I tried In-N-Out Burger, and I have to say, highly overrated in my opinion.
It is. It's good because it's cheap is what it is. What happened there? I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Billy? Oh, she had ball in hand. She had ball in hand. 5-4 Billy. How big is that?
Ryan Pittman's never been to Vegas either.
Whew. You guys.
Come on now.
This is one of the craziest cities in the entire world.
Yeah.
Definitely one of a kind. You won't find anywhere like this.
Yeah.
Amsterdam might be the only place that even comes close, and it's not quite like Vegas.
Yeah. That sure is a nice looking shirt.
Limited edition, guys. JamUpApparel.com. You can order those there. Only available until the end of the VNEA, which is, I believe, June 2nd.
We need to hit the Heart Attack Grill.
I believe that's on Fremont. They literally have a scale in front of this place. And if you weigh over 300 or 400 pounds, your meal is free. There's a giant scale in front of this
What?
place. Yeah. And don't quote me on the number, but if you weigh a certain amount, your meal is free, which is definitely an American thing. I don't know if that's good for the population,
That's kind of, in my mind, a little bass-ackwards.
but I think we'll take Steph when we get a free day. Steph's never been to Fremont, right?
Yes, she's never been to Fremont. I haven't. So I have not been to Vegas for pool to play in 10 years. We were just here for the NAPT at Griff's 5 months ago, 6, 7 months ago, something like that. But for me, I have not played pool in Vegas in 10 years. So I'm kind of on the outside of now what is here in Vegas.
Well, Bally's has changed everything.
Bally's
The
has changed
VNEA
everything.
being at Bally's and not the
Yeah.
Riv anymore.
Well, and that's kind of where my memories of pool in Vegas were
The
built.
Riv.
Was
You'll
at
be
the Riv.
You'll be impressed with how it's changed, but you'll still be disappointed that it's not at the Riv.
The
Because the Riv was
epic.
That was the good old days, yeah. But Fremont hasn't changed in 10 years. I guarantee it's still the exact same. Yeah, there it is. Over 350 and you eat free. What is
An entire cube of butter?
If you don't finish your meal, they make you stand up and they spank you with a paddle.
Wow.
So clearly, I've never even attempted to eat there. If you guys have ever
Yes.
seen me in person, I don't eat
That's
at
'cause
Heart
when-
Attack Grill.
You have to be on the right side of Ben to even see him in person. If he turns sideways,
There's
he
n-
vanishes.
There's no way that I'm finishing a meal there.
No.
Let's just put it that way. We won't go there, but we may walk by it. You can take a picture
Yes,
of the sign.
I'll take a picture, and I should have done that with In-N-Out Burger. But yeah, I mean, you hear the hype and you got to try it.
Well, and there's In-N-Out all over the States, too.
There
It's
is,
not
yeah.
just in Vegas, but
Yeah.
Heart Attack Grill, I believe, is only a Vegas thing.
Yeah, it would have to be. Does she have enough of this, Ben, to make this 5-ball?
I don't think so. You could, but what are you getting shape on is the problem.
Yes.
The 6-3-7 combination. Oh, she played the safe. That's probably a smart shot.
A smart shot for sure.
Everything's cooked in lard. Well, it's called the Heart Attack Grill, guys.
Yeah, you kind of have to expect that.
It speaks for itself, yeah.
Who won the men's advanced?
It's not finished yet. Steve Lenz won the A side.
Yet to be determined.
The men's advanced second chance is playing right now between Roger Sen and Jared Frideras.
Interesting. Good to know, Jeff. Holy Hannah, James.
And you know what I've found, especially with Vegas, but everywhere you go, ask the locals where they eat,
Oh, all the time. Absolutely.
but especially
This
Vegas.
is why when we went to go for breakfast that morning, I said, let's go off the strip, right? Because everything's so inflated here.
Yeah, we went and had a little Denny's, which is what we know and love.
Absolutely.
Can't go wrong with
You
Denny's.
can't really. Men's advanced finals is Lenz.
Wow, she
and
called
Datillo.
that.
What?
She called that shot. Look at this kick 3-ball combo. She's made two incredible shots in this match. If you guys get a chance, go back and watch this match again because she's made two of the best shots I've seen the whole tournament. She kicked a ball in that was probably right here, Grant.
Yeah.
She came off this rail. Cue ball was kind of beside where the 6 is now. She came off this rail and cut that ball in a previous rack in this match.
What?
So twice she's kicked balls in that were enough to blow your mind. But she missed that ball on the pro side, tied it up.
Too late, David. We done did the In-N-Out burger. Not
And
that it was bad. And it wasn't a terrible. It's not like, oh my god, it was a terrible burger. It just wasn't great. It wasn't like I expected more, I guess.
Brandon, a good youth cue for your 7-year-old. There's so many options out there, but
There's a ton. Yeah.
at 7 years old, I wouldn't buy him anything too expensive.
No, you don't need to go custom.
Really, he just needs something that he can use every time,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll feel like his. It'll give him a little confidence.
Yeah, a good junior
owning
Q
something,
is gonna
right?
run you 30 or 40 bucks.
Yeah, no, don't pay more than $50.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Right, and you're gonna find that even as you get older and you kind of progress through the stages of talent, um, the more experience and talent you gain, I think the more you're willing and apt to change your tip, your shaft, and how much you spend, and so on and so forth. Um, and you're going to change that out quite often. Now, once you acclimate to what it is you truly like, then you're not going to change it as much. This is why you don't see the pros changing out their stuff all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Good chance for Billy to get out here and get on the hill. She's looking at booking a place in the final against Jessica. Somebody asked earlier, did we pronounce that properly? David wants to know. I'm pretty sure I did, but I may ask Jessica before she starts the final just to make sure we're not mispronouncing that. Oh,
all right,
yeah.
guys, I think I'm going to go take a 5-minute weather check break, and I will be right back with you. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Francis. I won't be too long. 5 minutes.
And Milo, I was telling Grant about Ellis Island. Unfortunately, Ted Harms bought dinner last night, but we couldn't make it. We had to be here with you guys, streaming the pool, which was just as enjoyable, let me tell you. There were some good matches last night. Oh, Billy's on the wrong side of this ball. She's going to need to roll through now and play shape for the side. Ah, thank you, David. Appreciate that. Went to school with the couple. They pronounced it free durs. Free durs. I will ask Jessica just to confirm, but I would imagine you're correct. Billy's come up well short for shape on this 8. So what do all you fans out there do on this shot? Do you play this in off the 7 as she's looking at, or do you play the bank in the left side? Curious to know what maybe some of you pool players out there would do here. How? Oh, no. Well, I think she played the right shot, which was the bank in the side. She got extremely unlucky to scratch there. Nonetheless, it is tied up at 5. This is now a race to 2 to book a seat in the final. Meanwhile, we have the CSL viewer advantage being drawn tonight for a handcrafted JB case. That is $20 per pack. US viewers can message us for more info on how to send in payment. Canadian viewers can send through e-transfer at qsportslive@gmail.com. That's a 3x6 case with a lifetime warranty. This is the last case you will ever own. It was a tricky little shot. You know, that's one of those shots where you got to really focus on the bank as well. The second you start focusing too much on the cue ball, you won't make the bank very often. This is a really good break from Barbara here. Don't anyone have jobs, says Tim. Even if they do, they're watching pool while they're working. We got 4 o'clock in Vegas. We got 5 o'clock back home in Calgary. Imagine most people are finishing up work or just about done. We will have the finals of this women's advanced 8-ball and also the finals of the men's advanced 8-ball, I believe, is scheduled for 6 o'clock. But I can double check on that time just to make sure here. We'll see when the men's final is scheduled. Gotta protect the cue ball. You're right about that. 8:30 where Terry is, 7 where Rob is. Ryan did the same shot at Westerns. Same bank, same scratch. It happens. So I'll take a quick look and see when these finals are scheduled for tonight. Looks like we have the ladies' final scheduled for 6:30. So a little over 2 hours time. And I believe the men's is scheduled for around the same time. It's rum time in Manitoba, says Ryan. Very good. Rum time is always a good time of day. So they do have the finals of the men scheduled for 6 o'clock on this table that we are currently watching now. Steve Lenz will be playing David Datillo. That should be a really good match. And we have a match for our 9-ball teams tomorrow. We were entered in the bracket. If you guys are wondering, myself, Russ, and Dennis Porth Jr. are under the name Thrown Together. which was a name made up by one of the tournament directors, Janet. She said, how about call it Thrown Together? And I said, Russ Whittle loves Game of Thrones. She goes, no, that's not what I meant. Genius name. So we are thrown together like Game of Thrones thrown. And we play a Las Vegas team. Jason Kane, Jim Carmona, and Mike Hutchison. I just played Mike on the stream earlier today. You guys might have seen. Hill, barn burner. Snuck through it by the hair on my chinny chin chin. I'll be at 9 a.m. tomorrow on table 1-2, which is the tables behind the stream table. We got Georgios Zigopoulos for all you Calgary viewers out there. He's playing the A-side final right now of the men's standard 8-ball singles. He's already guaranteed himself a trophy, guaranteed third. Now he's looking at winning the hot seat and guaranteeing himself second place. So it looked like Barbara just missed that 4-ball, I believe it is. But sort of tied it up on this stripe on the bottom right, so equal problem for Billy to try to find a way out here. This is a tricky little situation. I think she's called this 3-ball combination, the 9, 15, 10, the top right. She called the 13, didn't miss by much, but didn't sell out by any means. This is a very good leave. Yeah, I sort of stood on my head there, Neil. Very good. That was a circus out, as we call it in pool. The balls all looked good at first until I kept tying them up for no good reason. And then I thought, when I break out the 8, the ball is hanging. Of course I'm going to have a shot on it. No, I'm full ball hooked. Murphy's Law. And you got that right, Greg. Awesome for Georgios. This could be possibly his last year in Vegas for a while with the baby on the way. So he's looking at putting in a big performance.
Well, and he is doing just that.
Grant's back from the weather check and a little bit of work he's been doing here.
Little bit. Still a little bit to go, so bear with me for a minute or two.
Let's see if... Oh, Barbara tried to thin the orange 5-ball in the middle of the table, but caught the 8 on the way through. I might have to go back and watch that, Neil, because I don't know what I did to deserve winning that match. But I would like to go back and watch the Hill and see how I made it look way harder than it had to be. Oh, very smart play from Billy there to call safe. The problem with that is you're really hoping that your opponent opens up that 4-11, which they rarely will. Rob, the weather here is, of course, amazing. It's a great hit from Barbara, and she put that 5 in a really nice spot. Very near a pocket is always a good place to leave your ball. So we've got 34 degrees Celsius right now in Las Vegas. That is 93 degrees Fahrenheit today. Rob in Las Vegas, 93 degrees currently. Let's see what Billy chooses here. This is a very important rack at 5-5. You want to get yourself on the hill first, and then you have 2 chances to win. Looks like she's contemplating shooting this 15 and maybe trying to break out that 11 with a draw shot. Kind of a stun over draw shot. This can work. She hit it well, but just missed it on the way there and on the way back. The problem now is you have 3 balls and your opponent has 3 balls. So you have lost the advantage here when you had more balls than your opponent. Might have been better to not play that first ball that she potted and called safe. It's not often in this game you want to pot a ball and call safe. It's better to leave the ball in the pocket, if anything. She may have been able to play the same safe, but leave that ball up. She would have had an extra soldier in the battle.
All right, I think I'm done my work.
Mr. Zempard at work down here in Vegas. We're putting in a lot of hours, guys. Click that share button for us. Let all your friends and family know we are here. We will be here throughout the VNEA event as well, which starts on the 23rd and runs until June 2nd.
We can even be somewhat entertaining at times.
We have our moments. This is a smart shot. Put that ball in the mix too.
Uh-oh.
But I
Did
think
it pop?
I think it just popped out. This is no walk in the park though. That spearing this 4 in from here is not a gimme. I liked what Billy tried to do though.
I agree.
Put that 9 ball over there. She needed it over there.
Yeah, for the breakout.
Yep. She just hit it a little bit too hard.
She did. We'll see if Barbara can spear in this 4 ball.
It's a tester, and she's hitting it with middle ball, I think. She's rolling it. She played it with top.
What?
She hit it like a dream. What a great shot. That was a very nervy shot, too.
That was, absolutely.
You have to
important game here. This puts one of them on the hill.
Got to have nerves of steel to play that shot at 5-5 the way she did. Super impressive.
Funny too, but be aware looks do not last forever. I've always said the same kind of joke. I've always said I am funny, but looks aren't everything.
This is a well-controlled shot by Barbara.
Yeah,
She's
well
gonna
done.
Pot this 8 and put herself on the hill.
Indeed.
And
she gets to the hill first.
I think with that, I'm going to run to the washroom quick, and I'll be right back, guys.
A brave man leaving the viewers to a fella like myself. But I gotcha. We'll throw it up one more time, guys. CSL viewer advantage. It is for a JB case 3x6. $20 per pack gets you in it to win it. If you are in Canada and you would like to win this JB case, qsportslive@gmail.com is how you do it. If you're outside of Canada and you want to get in, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll be more than happy to respond back to you and let you know how you can accomplish just that. We will be doing this draw tonight. At the final broadcast, somebody is going to win themselves a beautiful JB case. And of course, with what you can come to expect from JB cases, it also comes with the lifetime warranty. The color is changeable if you don't like the blue. But I gotta say, the pictures really don't do a lot of justice to it. It's a beautiful case. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. We are live here for the ACS National Championships here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're broadcasting out of the Tropicana Hotel and Casino. Many, many days more to come with full pool action. And it looks like these guys are taking a little bit of a break. So we'll give a shout out to one of our other sponsors here on Q Sports Live. It is Bob Danielson Custom Cues. That is the home of the SS360 low deflection shaft. You'll see Ben Francis. That's what he plays with. All of us here at Q Sports Live do as well, myself as well as Ryan Epp. If you are looking to get your hands on one and you're in Canada, send us a message to the page. If you're in the States, much better off to go through Bob Danielson himself, bdcuesandcomics.com. Absolutely, James. For those that just want to order, we will have those purchase codes. I'm going to get on John Barton right away here to get those codes done for us. The first code is one that says, hey, heard about JB Cases through Q Sports Live. With him being a sponsor of ours, we would definitely want you to use that code if you did hear it through us and you are going to order one. The second code is if you wanted the Q Sports Live logo added to your case, we'll have a special code for that. That will also be at no charge to you. And good afternoon to you, Mr. Brian. And we are back. Players are back, ready to rock and roll. It is Billy at the table for the break. We'll see if we can make this a hill match. And why not? Who doesn't like hill matches? Anita, these are the women's advanced. We much appreciate it. Ryan, I would absolutely have to agree with you. For a maple shaft, if I had to recommend any, it is definitely going to be the SS360. Very, very close match indeed, Lucas. Have I seen the new arrows yet? I have not. Very, very nice looking table. 3-ball is the only issue here. And there is my pin master back at work, putting up the link to CompuSport. that is where you go if you want to follow along with your favorite player or your favorite team. You'll be able to watch them progress throughout the tournament, figure out where they have finished off. I haven't seen him yet, Brian. Is she going to try to carry him into the one ball here or play safe? I think she's going to try to carry him off the one ball or three ball into the one. Wow. Did not miss that by much. The one ball just hung up there. Really nice attempt. I'll tell you what, Barbara is bringing out all the tricks. However, that does give Billy a chance now at the table to bring this hill. 10 ball will still go into the right-hand side pocket. Issue to work out here on the table is the 12 ball sitting down by the 8 ball. 13 will also pass into the right-hand side pocket. Indeed, Mr. David Wilson, the winner of the winner's choice, viewer advantage. He chose himself a T3 jump break cue. Congratulations, sir. You're going to love it. One of 600 people that will be able to get that T3. Only 600 of them being made this year, and I got to say, for the 600 that do get them, congratulations. Oh, great shot. Pumps that 13 into that left-hand side pocket. Pushes the 8 out of the way. She is now squarely in on this 12 ball. Might have to play a little bit. She does have a little bit of angle there, more so than what I thought. She's going to have to play into this 8 ball, maybe send the 8 into the 1 to take back the pocket. I bet, David. You can thank that referee for pulling. Oh, no, it wasn't a ref. It was, I think his name was either Mike or Michael. Absolutely, Ryan. You've been waiting a little bit, but I can assure you it is well worth the wait. I was like a kid in a candy store when I got mine. She does exactly that. Pushes that 8 ball into that 1, takes it in, and takes over that pocket. Gets a little bit of a funny angle here. I'm not sure if she can play forward off the 7 or whether she's going to have to pump this in and come to the right side. Oh, even cheats, but does she get there? I think she might have come up a little short. I think the forward came in to say hello. Acting like a virtual beach ball. You should have seen this run. Ben Francis back from his bathroom break. What an attempted run out here. Does she have the 10 though? I forgot the 10 was there.
I think
she's still okay.
I think she can swerve it just a little. She's jacking up. Oh, she had lots of it.
She had it all. What a run out here. To go hill.
To get this hill, this is going to put a lot of pressure on Barbara.
Absolutely.
Because you got to know now, being Barbara, you can't miss anything. She's going to run out even when it's really, really tough, right?
Like, that was crazy. She made a really, really, really good out here.
Oh, this is a fun match, guys. You're in for a treat. This 8 ball to get hill.
The ladies once again bringing the heat.
Bringing it. Get in there.
Oh, my goodness. Uses the whole pocket.
Use the whole one.
and decides to fall in the hole. You
I'll,
gotta love it.
I only say get in there because obviously
We want to
everyone
see.
wanted to see
Of
Hill Hill,
course.
and especially after an out like that.
That was crazy.
So with this match almost being over, we're only down to a few hours left of the CSL viewer advantage for a JB case, guys.
You gotta be in it to win it.
I was just going to say, I'm going to use a Grant line. Gotta be in it to win it. $20 US per advantage pack. US viewers can message the page for more info on how to send in payment. Our Canadian viewers can use e-transfer, qsportslive@gmail.com. Hill Hill, everyone. They say good luck to each other, even though they don't really mean it.
She paid her entry. She should be allowed to use the full pocket. Absolutely, James. I would agree with you. Does it seem like that music's blaring right now?
It's up and down all over the place like it has been the last couple days. It was quiet most of the day today, though. Look at this second ball. She hit it so good.
She hammered it.
Oh, she leaned into the second ball.
She wanted to come out of her shoes there.
And when I teach second ball, I tell people that right away because you get this misconception that you can't hit it hard because you'll scratch.
Yes, that is
But you can
very
crush
big
it.
misconception.
Look
Absolutely.
Look at how she leaned into that. She hit it perfect. Look how spread out these balls are. This is a dream look.
Absolutely.
Hill Hill.
You bet. Everything has a home here. The 7 goes, the 3 goes. So I'm going to start with the 6.
I got the pattern right here. It's 2-1, 4, or sorry, 2-1, 6. 4 leads you to the 7.
See, and I would have done it the other way.
To the 3.
I would have gone 7, 4.
Sorry, 6 first.
6, 6, 4, 7, 3. Whatever ball she just made.
The 3 would have led you to that.
3 to the 1 and 8's right there.
The 3 would have led you to the 2 nice and easy as well. I like this because it's more sectioned.
Yes.
So you're starting down there, now you're working your way up table, and she looks like she's got almost
Only thing I
perfect on
looked
the
at
6.
was if I left that 1 ball till last, I'm dead.
The
not
8 is
on
easier.
the 8.
I think the 8 goes in the side though.
It does, but it.
In which case the 3 is a golden ball to get, and you can get close to it where it definitely goes. This is the key shot right here.
Yeah, she's got to get good on this 4.
If she's playing to the 4, she might have too much angle. We'll see how she plays it. She might go to the 3. No, she's holding. Trying to hold on this table is tough, though.
Weight shot.
I don't know if she got the angle she really wants, though. Because now when she rolls the 4 and gets where she's pointing, that cue ball is going kind of towards the 12. You don't want to be bumping anything here.
No,
don't move a ball. The table
wide
is
open
wide
spaces, play the open spaces for sure.
This was the look that I needed Hill Hill in the first set of the 9-ball final instead of the impossible look that I had. This is a good
She
bump.
gets a little tickle on that 8-ball.
And you didn't want too much, otherwise it wouldn't go on the side anymore.
Yes.
But looking at this, it will go in the side, and I think when you get close to it, which you can from the 3, I think it's a lot easier. Otherwise, if you couldn't get close to it, you don't want to shoot that shot.
Yeah. Now, hopefully she can hold the adrenaline, because an adrenaline stroke here would be no good either.
If she could run into the back of the 11.
Oh, she touched
moved
the
it.
8.
She moved it. And there's no way you move that back. And Billy says a quick no. Right? And you can't. You can't hear. You can't feel. It was still a good hit. We just had Jeff Jelena coming over. He wanted to find where Georgios is playing. He's an excited friend and fan. So here we go. This is really awesome sportsmanship, which I've seen a lot of this weekend.
Way to go, Billy.
Billy doesn't have to put this ball back.
Nope.
And when I'm in her situation, I'm thinking, and let me point out that she didn't put it quite back where it was, but how can they? They don't know,
I don't think
right?
she knew exactly where it was.
No. But in this situation, I've been in this spot where I'm like, do I feel guilty about this?
Yes.
And I've been in one really big spot.
Yeah.
I've been in one really big spot, sort of like this, where I made a good decision, but I think you have to feel like when you make a mental error like that, or a cue stroking error, which is what she made,
Oh, look
don't
out.
do it.
Oh,
No way.
no.
If that just stopped anywhere before that side, she had a bank.
Oh,
She had
no,
the
after
bank.
a phenomenal out.
So I think with what happened when she moved the 8 and Billy moved it back, I think Billy can't feel guilty because that was a stroke error.
Absolutely.
And you
bet.
have to be punished for. And if I'm at the table and I move that 8, I fully expect to be punished for it.
Yeah.
In a lot of games, it's a ball in hand.
Yes.
So I think when I move that 8, I'm not going to feel bad if my opponent doesn't want to move it back where it was,
Yeah.
right? And so as the opponent, you can't feel bad either. You have to know that
You
the
messed up.
person who moved that ball is going to feel bad, and
Yeah.
they know they should be punished, right? But I think it maybe got in Barbara's head a little
bit for sure.
because it ruined the rhythm.
Yeah, of course. She
First-
was on a really good
First
really
and
good
foremost, it ruined the entire rhythm, and pool is
I
all
agree.
about flow and rhythm, right?
Yeah.
And that
And
just slowed
Billy,
it down.
Wow, Billy with a golden opportunity.
I'd hate to see it end like that. I really would hate to see it end like that. But I mean, that's part of the game. And Billy still has to clean up under a lot of pressure. Is not
Absolutely.
easy. So let's see if she saves this 15.
Yeah. That's
To
exactly
get on
my
the
thought.
8,
Yeah.
right?
Save that 15. You can position that 15 from anywhere.
Anywhere. It's in a really good spot. So she'll shoot this 9, then the 12, then the 11. Now she just needs to make sure she gets a good angle on the 11 to get on
That's
the 15, and it'll be over.
You can just even stay down and float. Uh-oh.
No, I kind of liked what she did there with the stop shot, but you see how it stun followed just a hair?
Yeah.
This is still okay.
Yeah.
On a bar
she
box.
can power through this with right hand.
I thought she might go 2 rails.
I did too.
But this is still okay. You just have to pot the balls, right?
Yeah.
She can swing around even behind this 8, I think might be the right shot.
I agree.
3 rails in
Excuse me.
behind. This is a tester, hill. Oh, she powered it. She might have a bank here.
She came back up on top.
Oh, she can thin it in.
She can. This is a cut. She's cutting this in all day long.
I like what she did there. Really like that. Where she didn't even worry about the shape.
Nope.
She knew she could pot it from anywhere. She's a
Absolutely.
great potter.
Yeah.
She has good self-belief is what that shot told me.
Absolutely.
Which will mean she's a very big favorite to make this ball.
Oh, I thought she might have missed that.
She hit it really good.
Wow. Congratulations, Billy. Gets the golden opportunity.
Congratulations.
Very unfortunate way for Barbara to lose this match, but that's pool, folks.
Congratulations to Barbara on a strong third-place finish. That's not easy to do. There's a lot of world beaters here.
Absolutely.
So I believe we will see the final of the ladies coming up at 6:30, which is in a little under 2 hours' time. And we will have the final of the men's advanced 8-ball singles starting at 6 o'clock, which is in about an hour and 20 minutes.
I think all the other matches have started.
And I'm not sure if there's any other match because the room is emptying out. A lot of players have been knocked out already.
Yeah, and wow.
But what a treat that match was.
Absolutely. So before we do a quick shutdown, guys, one more time before we do the shutdown, CSL viewer advantage, $20 if you want in on the JB case, 3x6, and of course, with the quality of a JB case, you do get the lifetime warranty. If you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. Outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. We'll get back to you. We'll let you know how we can make that happen for you. So, on behalf of myself, and of course the one and only Mr. Ben Franchise Francis, we certainly appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't done so already, go onto the Facebook page, click that like button. By doing so, you'll be notified when we do come back. We're going to do a quick shutdown, reset, get locked and loaded for the next set of matches. We'll see you guys back here in a few minutes.
We'll just give you guys a quick Jacoby commercial here, and we'll see you all in, I would imagine, about an hour and a half.